Let me go to the questions before I get on out of here, because I know some of y'all have it. You know, some of y'all be getting on my nerves with the questions. I can't wait until my live phone system is reinstituted when I move into my new studio, because I like your calls. Ain't nobody running, ain't nobody hiding. I love taking your calls because I will curse your ass out. I will not hesitate, but I'll also be a very, very nice guy too. Depends on what mood I'm in and what you bring out of me. It really, really does. Anyway, let's get to it. At Sebi Chan 24, he writes, Stephen A., do you think it's a good idea that the Lakers pursue James Harden? Because D'Lo is a good player, but he is not good playmaking. That's why LeBron's setting plays against Suns. First of all, you all grammatically incorrect all over the damn place. I mean, you're going to sit up there and write me a text message. Can you know where to put a period, a comma, or something with these run-on sentences? You know where to add an and, it, if, what, whatever? Jesus. Anyway, I think Harden's, I'm going to do it for you. Playmaking can help Lakers to get easy baskets. Here's the deal. Harden is not the superstar that he once was, but he's still an all-star caliber player. He led the league in assists last year. Joel Embiid doesn't get the league MVP award if it were not for Harden. So we understand that, Sebi. The problem is, what kind of effect is Harden going to have on your locker room? He quit on Houston. He was threatening to quit on Brooklyn. He's quitting on Philadelphia, even though, you know what? He was with the team yesterday. The bottom line is that it's a bad situation and his reputation is being damaged. And you got people that are iffy on it. If you're the Los Angeles Lakers, you've built a team that has chemistry. They get along with each other. They like each other. They got to the Western Conference Finals last year, etc. I mean, let's put it into perspective. Why bring him into that? I will say this, though. My faith in D'Angelo Russell is diminishing by the game. How quiet he gets in key pivotal moments. He's not making the right pass. He's not making big shots. He's not making the right decisions. I will admit, you do find yourself looking at the Lakers and saying, damn, James Harden on that crew, that could work. But I don't know if they've got the assets that they want to give up to get him from Philadelphia. Because you got some assets there, no question about it. But do you want to give them up if you're the Los Angeles Lakers? For a dude that might turn on you and say, I want out. Remember, he's a free agent at the end of the season. I don't know about that. I don't know. At KV Blaz, BLAZ 16, he writes, is it time to start giving the Jaguars their props? They've probably been the most consistent team over the past few weeks. Didn't you hear me give them props? Did I not say that the Jacksonville Jaguars may be the top team in the AFC? Did I not say that? Trevor Lawrence is that dude. Calvin Ridley can be that dude. Doug Peterson's a damn good coach. They won a playoff game last year. They are a team to be reckoned with. I'll give you that. You happy? Okay? I mean, you ain't done much in a while. You got to the AFC Championship game in 2017. You disappeared for about 6 years before you became relevant again last year. Could you pump the brakes? Please? Please, with sugar on top? Next one. Tyler Duffy at T Duffy 669. How come in none of the Fast and Furious movies they didn't ever stop for gas? That's a good point. That's a good point. But it is the movies, in case you didn't know, number one. Secondly, when you're producing a movie, would you really have wanted 2-3 minutes of the movie taken away from the action to watch them pumping gas? You know what I'm saying? Certain things are just assumed. I mean, I don't know if you know that or not. Watching TV and watching movies and stuff like that. I don't know if you know that, but you got to do it like that. And then, by the way, Fast and Furious, especially since Fast 5, has been off the chain. Vin Diesel with The Rock, with Jason Statham. You kidding me? I mean, it's nice. And now with the very last one, Aquaman, it was wild, but it was good. I mean, Jason Momoa, come on. You complain about the wrong things. Stop the whining. Next up, at Chris Plash Chris splashed. How much do you tip for good service at a restaurant? What do you say to bad tippers? I say nothing to bad tippers because I'm not a waitress and I'm not a restaurant owner. Waiter or waitress and I'm not a restaurant owner. Why the hell would I speak about bad tippers? How would I know somebody's a bad tipper? That's a dumbass question. You understand that, right? It's just a dumbass question to ask somebody. That's an actual customer. Now, here's what I can tell you about me as a tipper. I always give a minimum of a 20% tip. Always. Because this is how people make a living. And they provide a service. Some are better than others. But I always give a minimum of a 20% tip. And most times I give 25%. That is what I would tell you because it's the right thing to do, especially if the service is good. I mean, if you're going to go out, pay. Stop being so damn cheap. How about this? At NFL Beatster. How bad is Zach Wilson? And who's worse in their current role, Zach Wilson or Brian Dable? Well, Zach Wilson is not very good, but at least the Jets are winning games. That's number one. They're 4-3 on the year now. Number two, Brian Dable, he is the reigning coach of the year. They were just 9-7-1 last year. I think you got to look at Daniel Jones. I think you have to look at them being bereft of weapons. I think you got to look at the New York Giants, and the season is a wash because they don't have anything. I think they had like -5 passing yards on Sunday. They were awful, awful. They just don't have anything. Sometimes it's about the fact that you just don't have the talent. And I think in Brian Dable's case, that is the case. You don't have the talent. Now, the question is, who the hell is responsible for giving quarterback Daniel Jones $40 million? That's the damn question. Who gave that brother $40 million? Who signed off on that? Because we all know he didn't deserve it. And here's the ignorance. Who was going to give him $40 million? If Daniel Jones wasn't quarterbacking for the New York Giants, you tell me what team out there was going to say, Daniel Jones, come here. Let me give you $40 million a year. Let me give you a 4-year, $160 million deal right here. Who's going to do that? You are what the market says you are. And if there's nobody out there that was going to give you that money, why should somebody give it to you? That's the mistake that Brian Dable made. And I think that's how we got to look at it.